This video was brought to you by Embedded System Solution, a company composed of like-minded electrical engineers, computer engineers, and computer scientists, and whose main goal is assisting our engineering customers, non-engineering customers, and technician level customers with their electrical and computer engineering level and technician level needs. Our customers range everywhere from engineering students to university professors, technicians to engineers, junior engineers to senior engineers. Please feel free to visit us at www.embeddedsystemsolution.com. Again, www.embeddedsystemsolution.com, or better yet, email us at support@embeddedsystemsolution.com. And like always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like. Reverting the project folder back to what the state that it was when you did the commit. Let's suppose at that instant, you're like, hey, I want to check out master. I want to go back to the master branch. For X reason, for whatever reason, of course you're going to run the checkout command, right? Okay, now you're going to point it, you do the checkout in the head. But let's see if you could do it without me showing it to you. What happens to the My Project folder? What did you do in the C1, C2, and C3, C4, C5, and C6? I remember. I remember it's those purple, yellow, or pink, yellow, green, orange, blue, purple files. So when you did that C8 commit, that gray and that white file, that's C7 and C8, commit C7 and C8. So now that you do the switch, those two files shouldn't exist. But at the same time, those other three files that were in the commit C4, C5, and C6, they should reappear. Let's check out. They reappeared. So there's the commits that you did in C4, C5, and C6. But of course, the gray and the white file were committed at C7 and C8. So now those go away. Can you see that? So the project folder, the project folder, the My Project, it reverts back to what it looked like in the commit, and that is a lifesaver. That is probably the heart and soul of Git. That's one of the biggest advantages of Git, that you can go revert back in time. And deleting a file doesn't actually mean deleting a file. It just means that it's just not there, and you can revert back to when before you deleted the file. So anyways, you did the checkout master, and let me see again, you want to create another file, and let's just do the XX, right? And so then you add that file, then you do the commit that file, and of course, the master branch is gonna move, surprise, surprise. And let me see, so then you decide, for all of a sudden you're like, hey, I want to do the checkout for the issue 23 branch. And again, the head pointer points to it. Now every single command that you run, it's going towards the issue 23 branch and not the master 23 branch. But at the same time, the folder contents have to revert back. So hopefully you can see this, right? I did not do that. Okay, so there's a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, so those two files should drop actually. I just realized. So hopefully you can forgive me for it. But the gray and the white file should drop, I believe, and the last three files should go up. So again, I'm sorry. I was in a rush when I created these animations. It really hurts. It hurts. Oh my god, it hurts. I'm really tempted to put pause, fix it, and redo it, but no, we gotta move forward. I think you can see it. You can see that C7 and C8, it's the gray and the white file, and we have to remove files C4, C5, and C6 and C9, right? So you have to remove those files. But anyways, let's just keep going. So let me see, get branch. Okay, so you created a new branch. Let's suppose your boss calls you and he's like, hey, you know what? Issue pa. So you create another branch, but again, the head still points to issue 23. You still haven't switched. You're still in issue 23 branch. So that you have to keep that in mind. And there's a command for you to, as soon as you create the branch, you can switch branch. But I don't like that. I just do it manually. So anyways, of course you did the commit, right? And so again, now you have another file, you want to do the git add, the git commit number 10. I think I fast forward with that little thing should have waited a little bit. So anyways, but still, I believe by now I believe you understand the concept of what's going on. And so you do the commit, and of course, the issue 23, it moves ahead, and hopefully right here it's clear that the head pointer is still pointing to issue 23, and the only thing you did was just create an issue 23 version 2 branch. That's about it. So anyways, so again, I Made a boo-boo right there. So issue type 10, so you create a commit, you can add, you do a commit 11, and yeah. So anyways, but by now I think you already got the concept of it. I'm gonna write it down so that I have to fix that. Okay. So anyways, so again, you have 3 branches right now, right? And again, as you can imagine, what happens if you want to go back to a branch? So issue 23. And again, we're not doing on my project. After a while, it just gets. In fact, I believe that's the reason why I didn't do it, because after a while, it just keeps. It's hard to keep doing these animations in terms of my project. Having the files go up and down and remove and stuff like that. After a while, you get the concept of it. But the issue 23, it looks the working directory. The My Project folder looks like how it looked like when you did the commit C28. And what exactly did you do in C28? That's why you do the messages. The messages are very important, right? And it tells you what you did. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So anyways, so again, you want to create another file. You add that file. You do the commit number 12. And now issue 23 and issue 23 version 2 branch deviated, right? And so now you have that branch over there, right? And so again, you have another file. You want to create another file. You get add, then you get commit. So you move that branch over. And so again, the takeaway here is you have 3 branches now, and you're currently pointing at the issue 23 branch. So I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna even push. But so hopefully you learn. This is the heart of Git, right? If some of you, this represents the end of the road, you're only using Git for version control, and that's perfectly fine. But just remember that you're still in jeopardy. I'm a computer engineer, years of experience, and I've probably in my lifetime I've used a lot of laptops. And how many laptops have crashed? Yeah, quite a bit. Where the hard drive just basically goes kaput, And so you're running the risk. If you do this only on, you're not interested in the multiple users, multiple collaborators, or you're not interested in the project backup, then it's but at least knowing this much in terms of using Git, it's a step in the right direction, right? So hopefully you'll continue. But anyways, so let's look at the continuing the series, in terms of what happens afterwards if you want to use the backup for Git. And it turns out that opens up a can of worms, because there's so many things that you have to do now, because now you have to worry about 2 computers, and now you have to worry about networking and IP addresses and stuff like that. But of course, don't be intimidated. These videos, that's why we have these videos that talks about it, so anyways. And on top of that, we have the third video of this, which talks about merging and rebasing. So yeah, so there's still that third video. So I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's still part C that talks about merging, which is not that difficult again, So, but hopefully you got something good out of it. This is the heart. I guess I've been forgetting to say this, but don't forget to subscribe and like. I don't know. Thank you. Bye.